Now how do I get rid of that p hat and q hat?
Multiply.
Multiply by p hat and q hat. So my final answer is n equals p hat times q hat times parentheses z sub c over e squared. And that's what goes.
They're leaving the party.
That's what goes. I know, so disappointing. P hat times q hat times z sub c divided by e.
You're off the camera.
Thank you. Squared equals n. All right, you're running a political campaign. This is a real life example of how this works. And I've got a friend who runs political campaigns and literally uses this formula. You're running a political campaign and you wish to estimate with 95% confidence the population proportion of registered voters who will vote for your candidate. Your estimate must be accurate within 3%. What is that? What is this? What part of the formula is that?
Error.
That's the error. That's the error we're willing to accept. We're willing to be 3% off. Is that making sense to everybody? We need to find the minimum sample size when a preliminary estimate of 0.31 is given. That's as in like, we could guess that 0.31 is given. But the thing is this. There's so often you're doing these studies where you have no idea what p hat could be, right? Because you're just starting the study. So what's the most in the middle thing we could say that p hat is? 0.5. So if you don't see an option, just guess 0.5. And that'll make it the widest it's going to be, which will give you the biggest sample size anyway. So for A, we're going to say that p hat was 0.31. So that would be 0.31 times, what's the opposite? Hilarious times z sub c, which is 95%, which is what, 1.96? We used that one earlier. Over 0.0, we said we were going to be 3% off, right? Squared. All right, in your calculator now. You guys get 913.02, which means how many people do we need to ask?
913.
914, because this is the minimum. So we have to go up to 914 people. Now, let's talk about if we didn't have any preliminary estimate. If we didn't have any preliminary estimate for a p hat, what would we guess that p hat is? 0.5, and q hat then would also be 0.5. Everything else about the formula would stay the same. If you want to, you can just hit second enter and pull back the exact same thing and then just turn 0.31 into 0.5 and 0.69 also into 0.5.
So you round it up to
1,067.1111.
1,068. Let's think for a second why 50-50 would need the most people to check. If you knew that your candidate was super popular, 99% likely, like 99% of the voters are voting for them, then if I say, give me a window of between what and what, you don't need to ask many people to very quickly find out, yeah, I don't know, between 98 and 100, right? Like we're real close here because so many people are interested. Or if so many people are not interested, if so many people hate them, then we're going down, and again, it's a small window. But when we go towards the middle, then people get really on, if it's really 50-50, then you need to ask a lot of people to figure out where it's gonna lie. So that's why there's so many people when it's 50-50. So this is 50-50 is basically the worst case scenario. If you don't know, guess 50-50. I made the homework only 4 problems. So
let's go.
go for it.
Notes.
Yeah, I love it.
This has no